Miss Willens here with your weekly art challenge. This week we will be working on a multimedia project with cardboard, yarn, and any coloring or painting materials that you might have. If you don't have yarn, you can also use string, fishing line, or even old shoelaces. Get creative since we are at home right now. For this project, you will also need a piece of cardboard. For my project, I used this round piece of cardboard that was inside a frozen pizza box when I made some food at home. So look through your recycling and try to use something that you already have. You can also use a rectangular piece of cardboard or cut it into a star or a square or any shape that you would like. Sky's the limit on this piece, guys. Like, really get creative with that shape. You will also need something to color with, colored pencils or crayons or even paints if you would like to do some splatter painting with the permission of your parents, and just have fun with decorating. This will be really, really great. I love this project because I love fiber arts and we get to use yarn in this process, so this weaving is a really, really fun thing to explore, and you can make up your designs on your own or do something similarly to what I did, or really, really get creative. Alrighty, stay tuned for the demonstration and happy creating. Hi everybody! Today we're working on our beautiful abstract weaving project, and you're going to need a couple of things. You need a piece of cardboard. I used a round piece of cardboard from the back of a piece of pizza, or an actual pizza, okay? Then you're going to need some sort of needle for your yarn. I have a large embroidery needle so that the yarn can go through this very wide hole here. Okay, now if you don't have one of these needles, you can use just your yarn, and either you can poke your yarn through the holes with a pencil or a pen or something, or you can wrap the end of your yarn with a piece of tape, just like a shoelace, to make it nice and stiff so you can poke it through the hole. You will also need a bowl to trace the circle in the middle of your artwork, and a black marker to draw, or you can use a pencil or a pen, whatever works for you, and a pair of scissors. So let's get started with making the template for our piece of artwork. For this project, you want to have sort of a frame for you to weave on. And I want to make sure that I leave some space on my border to color in. So the first thing I'm going to do is take any shape I want. It can be a bowl or a square or a triangle or a star, or any shape you want. I'm choosing a circle, and I'm going to try and center it as best I can. Then I'm going to trace around that bowl. And there we have the part that we're going to cut out. And then around that, you want to put dots about 1 inch apart all the way around. And that's going to be where you poke some holes to weave through. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me. You're going to start cutting by poking a big hole right in the center. Okay, you don't want to go too close to the edge because it could tear. But when you start, you're going to go here and you're going to cut outward, and then you're going to cut all the way around. And even out that little edge right there. And there you have the frame for your beautiful weaving. Okay, now I'm going to poke a hole where each of these dots are. And then my next step is to color it in. So I'm gonna pick some colors and I'm gonna color it however I want. For your next step, you'll need your yarn. I have chosen 3 colors, and you'll also need your scissors. So you can see that my colors of yarn sort of match my frame. That's pretty cool. I also have my needle at the ready. Now I'm gonna cut a few pieces of blue to start. And here we go. Let's do a couple of arm's lengths of that blue string. I want it to be nice and long. Cut. Now to get the yarn through the hole, you might want to get it wet a little bit. You can use a sponge, you can use your mouth. I would suggest using a sponge. Okay, so you're gonna pull it through a little bit, just like that. And have about a little bit of a tail. This is called our tail. And I want my tail to be nice and long so that if I pull it by accident, it doesn't pull out really quick. Okay, so I have my tape, and we have this big long tail, and we don't want that knot to slip out, so we're gonna tape it on the back, like that. Press it down nice and tight, and you're gonna trim your tail. Go away. So there's our first fan. For our next piece, I might start it over here and go this way, or over here and go this way, but we're gonna choose another color. I'm gonna go for green. Get your nice long pieces. Now this one is so thick, it might be difficult to get through the needle. But we're gonna try. So I got it a little bit wet. I'm gonna press it tightly between my fingers and push it on through. There we go. If you need a parent to help you thread your needle, that is a-okay. Go ahead and ask. And my needle actually has a very dull point because these are needles that we use in our classroom. And we're back. So now we need to tie off this tail. So we're gonna make our loop, just like that, and fold it over itself. And we're gonna go through once, twice, 3 times. And I'm gonna sort of tug at this to try and get it as close to the cardboard as possible. Trim that tail, and then we're gonna tape it to make it nice and tight. There we go. I might trim that tail just a little bit more. All right, so that's the back. And this is the front. It's looking really neat. All right, so we already used green. We also used blue. And now we're gonna do our last color, purple. Now, if you wanna do yours all in one color, that is totally fine. I think it would look really lovely in any color, to be quite honest. All right, so it looks like I don't have any more colors, but what I can do is repeat a color. So I'm gonna go with my green again, because if you notice, my green has all sorts of different colors in it. It has blue, light green, dark green, lime green. It's a pretty nifty yarn here. All right, now I can see that my colors are much more spread out. They're looking really great. This looks super cool, guys. Very nice. I have a long tail over here, so I'm going to tie it off, tape it down, and then I'm done. And that's it. There's the back, and there's the front. Pretty cool, guys.